All right, so game one of the NBA Finals. Game one of the NBA Finals was last night. That is a fact. Here is another. If you were sitting out the finals because it's too small market for you, then you are an idiot. All of you losers puking all over yourselves about market size as if you're all TV executives. Morons. All you lames making that argument already look like dopes. Already. And now it's 10 times more moronic. What I'm saying is, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn what city these teams are from? If you're that hung up, truly that hung up on market size, do this. Go fire up a tape of that November game between market size number 2, Los Angeles Clippers, and, I don't know, market size 8, Washington Wizards. You'll love that game. But for people who actually like and understand sports, last night delivered in every way, shape, and form. Unless you're an OKC honk or OKC player. Because, as they have proven over and over and over again this postseason, in order to beat the Pacers, you pretty much have to kill the Pacers. Because no lead is safe against these guys. And if you don't finish them, when you have a chance to finish them, they will rise up and they will run a stake right through your heart. And I don't want to hear about how stunned OKC was, how stunned their fans were after seeing them blow a 15-point lead. There's nothing stunning or surprising about this at all. Not if it keeps happening in every single series, which it does. Oh, sidebar. If the Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau because he couldn't beat the allegedly gift-wrapped Pacers, does that mean he gets his job back if the Pacers beat the Thunder 3 more times? I mean, just when you think the Knicks can't look any dumber, somehow they do. But, sidebar, back to last night. Any of you dopes still think that the Pacers, the jungle's greatest karma team, by the way, any of you dopes still think that they fluked their way into the NBA Finals? That they lucked their way into the NBA Finals like that was somehow possible? I mean, how many times have we seen this? The game starts out pretty much the way everybody expects. The Thunder locking up the Pacers defensively because that's what Market 47 does to you. They put you in hell. It's the kind of defensive intensity that you used to only see from Nolan Richardson and Market Size 96, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, back in the day in college basketball. You see, when Market 47 gets rolling on defense, look the hell out. It's like they've got a superpower where they suddenly throw the game into steals and buckets mode. And then a close game turns into a blowout. One team after another has gone into that prison cell and been destroyed by it. Suddenly you've got a dozen dudes out there, all rocking Thunder gear, all with crazy length, getting their hands everywhere on one end, and then finishing with dunks on the other end. We've seen this time and time again. So then Market 25, the Pacers, end the first quarter with 8 made buckets and 9 turnovers. Not a good ratio. More turnovers than buckets. That is a recipe for a 30-point beatdown. You see that and you're thinking, this is going to be a long-ass series for the Pacers. Or worse yet, a short-ass series. Maybe a bigger market like the tri-headed monster of Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto could handle this, but no. Not Market 25, right? And yet, what happens? They do what they always do. They hang around. They've done this the entire postseason. They hang around, and they did the hardest thing to do. They stayed in the fight, on the road, with that barn full of OKC psychos. And I mean that as a compliment. I mean, you can hate Thunder ownership all you want for ripping that team from Seattle, but you got to respect their fans. You have to respect the Thunder fans. They're maniacal, and they're loud as hell. And as Pascal Siakam said afterwards, quote, sometimes out there, it's hard to hear anything, end of quote. I mean, I get that. I can actually almost relate. because I'm watching in my living room and I can barely hear myself think. But the Pacers did what they do, right? They ride out the storm for the next 2 quarters, and then comes the fourth. And it started to happen all over again. NBA champ Alex Caruso takes over. The Bald Mamba in full effect on both ends. And you knew exactly how that was going to go. Indiana would do what Indiana does. Or I should say OKC. Choke out teams like Indiana. Now, you knew what was coming. You knew what was coming, even though Indiana fought back when Lou Dort had that block, which led to an SGA bucket with under 90 seconds to go. You knew what was going to happen.
Back to Nesmith. Nesmith the drive inside. Blocked by Dort. Oh, what a rejection from Lou Dort. SGA drives. The finish. It's good.
So right then and there, it felt like ball game, right? It felt like ball game. But we should have known better. I mean, it would have been ball game for any other team. But the Pacers are the very definition of not dead, can't quit. Not dead, can't quit. Snap their freaking arm and they still won't tap. You can sleep them with a guillotine choke and they're still not tapping. No one has ever been more comfortable being uncomfortable than the Pacers. It's like being down by 15 in the fourth quarter, like they were against a juggernaut, is exactly where they want to be. It's exactly who they are. It's exactly where they live. Down 15 in the fourth, and yet only down by 1 after this from Siakam.
Nembhard and Wallace. Step back, three-pointer. Short, rebound, the follow. Siakam puts it in. 1-point game.
All right, and then it happened. Then it happened. No, not the thing you're thinking of. I'll get to that thing in a moment. I'm talking about one Andrew William Nembhard. I'm going full government on this guy because coming out of a timeout with 22.1 seconds left in a 1-point game, everybody in the world knows exactly where the ball was going to go. It was going to go to SGA. And AWN was going to be on him. We all knew this. So what happens? He stones him. The MVP tried multiple moves and got nowhere and had to take a 15-foot fadeaway, which he missed. And then came the other dude, the dream killer, the allegedly overrated dude, the guy who was having a terrible night up until that point. But what do we know? What do we know? We know that the past is prologue. None of it mattered because the moment the ball was in his hands with the game on the line, we all knew exactly what was going to go down.
Final seconds, no fouls to give. Haliburton looking. Haliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Haliburton does it again.
This dude. I'm telling you, man, this dude, Tyrese bleeping Haliburton if you need him. And I'm going to say again what I posted on X as soon as he did it, quoting me. I'll say it again. Tyrese Haliburton being voted by his peers as the, quote, most overrated player in the league is the worst take in the history of the league, end quote. And then I chased that post with this one. Quoting me again, the Pacers are some cold-blooded MFers, end quote. But back to the dream killer, Hallie. The guy did have a lousy night until that shot. But that shot is all that matters. And that is greatness right there. And yes, I'm using the word great in relation to Haliburton because he is on an all-time great heater right now. This guy's got 4 game-winning or game-tying buckets with less than 5 seconds left in this postseason alone. And it's not even over yet. If you had told me that he was going to have 3 more, I'd believe that. 4 game-tying or game-winning postseason shots for an entire career would be awesome. But this guy's done it in less than the last 5.5 weeks. I mean, my man doesn't even have a pulse. Most overrated player in the league? Most underrated player in the league. I mean, overrated my ass. Any anonymous NBA peers, go ahead and feel free, and by any, I mean all of you, man, put your name on that horrible take. And something else I said last night that I want to say again right now. Put some respect on this other dude's name. They do not come any tougher or any better than their coach, Rick Carlisle. How about this for a stat? Going into last night, since 1971, teams were 0-182 when trailing by 9 or more points in the final 3 minutes of a finals game. Now they're 1-182. One more stat for you. Over the past 54 years, there have been 3 fourth-quarter comebacks of at least 15 points in the finals. 2 of those 3 were Rick Carlisle teams. Man, the dude's awesome. The dude's awesome. Market 25 is awesome. Market 47 is awesome. And if you can't figure that out, or for some reason you skip that because of all that, you're a moron. And an idiot. And a fat ass.
You're a moron. You're an idiot.
And a fat ass. And a moron.
Fat ass.
Hey, give me 6 more of those.
Loser.
You're a loser. Give me 6 more of those.
despicable.
Getting caught up in market size. Man, how moronic is that? Yeah, not interested. Not interested. Couple of flyover states. Not interested. Man, give me 6 more like that. Absolutely awesome. 1-800-636-8686. So, where does that leave OKC? Are they still the ones to beat? Or can Indiana pull this off 3 more times? Let's face it, they were not playing well at all. More turnovers than buckets early on, and yet they find a way to get it done because they always find a way to get it done. That's the thing about Indiana. So we got ourselves a series. They go in there and they shock OKC. They rip the home court. And yeah, I know, first one to 4, not the first one to 1, except they just need 3.